Politicians love to talk about traditional family values. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life or raise your kids, but I will share with you my story growing up in a modern family. Being Jewish, my family celebrated the Sabbath every Friday. We lit the candles, blessed the food, as is tradition. But then we added something extra. We had our own special custom. We all held hands around the dinner table and sang. Our family has its own song. We sing every Sabbath. It's called Love Night. After we sing Love Night, each person at the table gets an opportunity to speak about what love means to them this week. This is a tradition that I have continued into a second generation with my wife and 4 kids. The act of expressing what love means on a regular basis is a powerful and transformative tool. It offered me an emotional intelligence that I see lacking in much of modern society. As a parent, it is rewarding to see how my children's ability to interpret and express love grows with their experiences. I learned from my parents that it is love that makes a family. Sure, it takes biology to make a child, but what it takes to raise a person is an entirely unrelated set of skills. It's often said it takes a village to raise a child. It's time we acknowledge that children have a right to a loving, caring environment, and any cooperative group willing to do so deserves recognition and incentives under the law. So far, my story may sound quite traditional, growing up with strict religious observances, but remember, I told you that mine is a modern family, and a diverse one too. I am the Black Jewish son of an LGBT couple, with a pioneering spirit that has inspired millions and connected billions. My mother is African American, my father Jewish American. I grew up biracial and interreligious. More unique than my background is that my parents were able to bear the social pressures against them. When I was still young, but aware of the world, my father became a transgendered woman. She's legally and physically a woman today, and my parents are still happily married 20 years after this transition. In fact, I believe them to be the most functional and symbiotic couple I have ever known. While today, most people don't blink at the biracial or interreligious aspects, I remember when they did. And before you begin to judge my father, keep in mind that this woman you may not be ready to accept has provided you and me, us all, with the ability to navigate and communicate via satellites. My family values taught me the importance of acceptance and the value of sacrifice. They inspire me to do more than I thought capable and protect me from the intolerance and bigotry I encounter. My story is unique, but no matter who you are, if your family values do not allow you to accept me for mine, then I invite you to join us for dinner this Sabbath so we may share with you what love means to us this week. I've been committed to my wife Taj for 13 years now. We are raising our 4 children together, respecting traditions from both sides of our family. We don't always agree, nor should we. Diversity is in our environment, and it is that which makes life beautiful and fascinating. Over the last 30 years, I've seen a lot of change in America, some for the better and some for the worse, all from which I have learned. My name is Gabriel Rothblatt, and America is what love means to me.